do you get away debt free with that? Do you think white supremacy allows Dr. Umar?
No, they're watching.
True. Let's talk about FDMG for a moment. No,
Sure.
before we get to FDMG, you did come out at one point and say that your accounts were frozen, business and personal. What was the update on that? And explain to the audience a little bit. Explain to the audience a little bit what happened, your response to it, and where it stands now.
Well, we got debanked, but the bank kept giving us the runaround. First, they said we just looking into your account. I guess they wanted to see if I was mismanaging money. I'm assuming the struggle streamers contacted the bank and accused me of fraudulent behavior as they've done in the past. First, they said we was looking into your account, but you're not going to be debanked, right? And then the next thing you know, I get a letter in the mail saying I'm debanked. So I call them. I say, y'all told me y'all just looking into the account. Yeah, well, we didn't know. We thought they was, and we just got this letter from the higher-ups saying that we can no longer host your account, that we have the right to choose who we can and cannot. But then Donald Trump, or was it Joe Biden? It might have been Trump who signed this law that says banks cannot just debank you because they don't like you. You follow what I'm saying? But we were the black bank now, so I'm gonna let it be. But I think I did have grounds
So we were the black bank now.
because I think they did it because of my personal.
Chat files, I am here. BigHeadReese back with another one. Just speaking facts. Make sure y'all subscribe. It's easy. Dr. Umar basically explaining himself, man. A lot of people the last year or so been really questioning his motives. Is the school opening? Is he a scammer, schemer, fraudulent, fraud type dude? He really talking about it on this. I ain't see it yet. I'm gonna get into it again. Make sure you subscribe. Let's go.
Political views. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and I was with that bank since I was in my first summer job at 14 years old. It just goes to show white folks don't care nothing about you. You feel me? So we got debanked. While we're debanked, the city of Wilmington tries to sell.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I want to deal with the bank side first because, like you said, you were debanked. Some of the reports came out, and a lot of the content creators were reacting because for the first time in your career, you asked for personal donations.
Yeah, because I was debanked too. In other words, while we was debanked, we couldn't access no money. So my personal account is froze, and the school's account is froze. And I didn't know how long they was going to be froze.
Did they give you a reason?
I still don't have a reason.
To this
and guess
day.
what? They said they didn't have to supply one. Yes!
I believe it. Banks be like that.
Wow. So you're debanked,
Like
and
that.
all of a sudden, I see
And the money froze with no promise of when it's going to be released. They gave me a date, right? And then that date came, and I still ain't got my money. So I'm calling around the lawyers and everything. And the one lawyer like, it's hard to get your money back from these banks. I said, what? He said, yeah, them
It
banks.
ain't hard to put it in now.
Yeah, but he was telling me, like, with them banks, you got to be careful. He said he heard of banks who held on to people money for years, bro. You got to be careful with these banks, man. Yeah. He said the rules around finance give them a lot of leeway, bro.
I bet.
They can straight have you. You could be a multi-millionaire and be broke as shit messing with these banks, bro. Yes.
So you're debanked. Did you receive a letter? Did you go try to access your
What
account?
happened was I had this. I think I was sending my cousin like $50, and it said zero balance. That's what did it. I called the bank. Why is my thing? Oh, your accounts are not accessible right now. For what? We're currently reviewing them. For what? I don't know. Only central office.
Yeah, they're told not to say nothing. Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
So I was in limbo.
Damn. So, and you know what? It's interesting because when that happened, of course, a series of events happened. But I just want to deal with the bank part because do you think when you came out and done that affected your cultural equity at all? When you said that because people weaponize that. We're not gonna act like
they
people
weaponize everything. They weaponize what I eat, what I wear.
Yeah, but this time it led into some of the narratives they've been trying to make. It was bad time. It didn't bother you at all.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Like, in order to understand me, the one thing people have to understand.
Designed with more than 35 color and size combinations. Learn more.
Ain't somebody I want to understand. I'm either gonna donate to the board, keep it moving, or I ain't, and just see what happens with the results. That's where I'm at with you.
I believe I was born to do what I'm doing.
Okay.
And because of that, there's a thin layer of protection around me. You feel me? If you've noticed, I've been through a whole lot these 16 years that I've been global, right? And I bounced back from everything. You see, and I think it's because them ancestors, man, they're real. You feel me? They're real. And I think that as long as I stay true to my mission, they got me. And I was told that in the divination. Babalabo said, listen, your ancestors are with you. The success of your school is going to be contingent on you remaining loyal and honest to your ancestors. Because remember, they are our angels, right? And he said the success of your school is largely contingent on the ancestors. They're going to decide when it opens up, right? So because I believe I was born to do what I'm doing, I mean, look, you're going to have a hard time convincing me that I'm related to Frederick Douglass by accident. Do you feel me?
You feel divine, this whole thing.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
We come, he's a speaker, he's a writer, I'm a speaker, I'm a writer. Before I knew I was, you follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
You could argue that our family might be the most impactful black family in American history. Think about it. You got Frederick Douglass. You got his two sons, Lewis and Charles, one of which was the sergeant major of the 54th. Make sure you go to AMC and watch Glory. It's out. You feel me?
Okay, yeah, bet. Y'all let's check that out as a family.
Yes. My grandfather, George, first black public school teacher in Denton, Civil War veteran, found up Bethel A&E. His father, my grandpa, Stephen, I come through their loins. You see, this is the cousin of Frederick Douglass and half-brother. And then you got me with what I've done in the 21st century.
Yeah.
I don't think there's another family in black history that got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men who put in the work we put in. You got Malcolm. Malcolm's grandson did a little activism. I was supposed to meet him before he passed. Malcolm's father was a president for Garvey. He was a Garvey leader.
So
I believe his grandfather did some work, right?
Like, what do it mean? What? I'm gonna let him keep talking.
But that ain't 6. And then you got the Malcolm girls, right?
Yep.
You got Dr. King brother, Dr. King father, Dr. King right? So Malcolm, they got a pretty strong lineage. King got a pretty strong lineage. You got a few more. Booker T. Washington got a nice little lineage. But I don't think nobody, even with them, I don't think nobody messing with the Bailey dynasty. We got it.
Ain't nobody asked for money like you neither. They all did their thing. You the most beggingest one out of them. I can say that. I ain't hating or nothing, but you got your hand out more than the other generation of boys.
We got them.
Where the money at? They left. They ain't leave no money, so you wouldn't have to beg, my man. Like.
But even for this generation, you carrying the flag so high.
Yes.
Like with the King family, and it's like we know y'all there, and we love y'all, support
but
y'all.
You ain't front and center.
You ain't front and center. You just not on the marquee.
Me and Frederick Douglass is enough. Take us two. Who got two like that? You feel me?
And so that's what I want to speak about, right? Because what you have been doing over the last 16 years, and you end up being debanked. Does that worry you? Do you like?
I was bothered because I've been with the bank since I was 14, so it was kind of sentimental. I got my first summer job, my working papers with them. I was like, damn, not just. But it was a good wake-up call because I already knew white supremacy. But when you go through it,
you're on a different level of war now, though. That's what I'm wondering. Do you feel that when you, because you know, me and Charlamagne are real tight. He had got in a scenario before where some of the shit he was saying on Breakfast Club, they started to remove the insurance of his family and his. Yeah, they started to do certain shit when he first got into politics. People don't know this, but they literally started to target Charlamagne in a way where it's like, shut the fuck up about that. Right? I'm asking you, when you are debanked out of thin air, does that worry you? Do you understand the level of fight you're really in?
I understand my level of fight. It doesn't really worry me because I've seen it all before with the ancestors. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a good answer.
Sooner or later, it has to come to this. You know what I mean?
That's a good answer.
I just didn't expect it then. You know what I mean? It was off guard because I was on my way to South Africa at the time. So I'm like, damn, I'm not going to have no money in South Africa. You know what I mean? And I love South Africa, you know what I mean? So I was broke in South Africa, but everything worked out, though.
Do you think your rhetoric and what you've done over the last 16 years, do you get away debt free with that? Do you think white supremacy allows Dr. Umar
No, they
Johnson?
watching.
So
They
what
watching.
I'm saying is,
And they do what they do. You feel me? They watching, they sabotaging, they do what they do.
Hey man, he ain't really explained much of what we already knew he probably was gonna say. We're gonna let the comments speak for this one, cause some excuses. And I feel like the host knows he's lying. Looks like a scam, walks like a scammer, talks like a scammer. Is a scam, ain't rocket science. Ancestors are gonna decide when the school's open. It's on another level of cat. Man, dude, he can't belie the flag. His personal account is the school account. I like Dr. Umar, but look, he tried to change this in the convo from the bank stuff to the ancestors. And it's the comments, the people making it seem like that's what Umar do, man. Like he's scamming. Like in the comments, it ain't too many people saying it's love. They love donating to him. They love giving them money. So I don't know, man. Get in my comment box. Let me know. Is I speaking facts? Is Umar speaking facts? Is